Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to walk you through my visual notes for a webinar I attended recently. I took these notes in my little notebook that I carry all the time. This has my calendar for planning and task lists, but then I leave plenty of room in the back for notes from webinars and meetings and things like that I attend. So let's open this up, and I'm going to share with you today my notes from a Training Magazine Network webinar, which I'll put that link in the description, on AI prompting. We are all familiar with AI. There are lots of ways to use AI. And in this webinar, we specifically looked at how do you use AI for learning and development. Normally, I like to put the title and the speaker and the date at the top. In this case, I mixed it up a little bit. So I put an abbreviated title there. Then down at the bottom, I have the date when I attended this webinar and the speaker or the presenter, Garima Gupta. Let's look at these notes, and I'll talk about some of my decisions for visuals as I made these visual notes. One model to use is called the CARE model. In AI, in your prompt, you put in the context, the action that you want, the result that you're expecting, and then provide an example. Another way to prompt AI is to use the zero shot or the chain of thought, which is basically, let's think this step by step. So you ask AI step by step, how did you arrive at the result that you gave me? This is a great example of a prompt. Write a summary of the attachment, then revise it 3 times to add more density and increase the amount of meaningful content without. And this is a medical symbol that I learned about several years ago. A C with a line over it is with, and an S with a line over it is without. Meaningful content without making it harder to understand. Another excellent prompt, or to include in your prompt, is use plain language wording and design principles when creating output. Another good prompt to include is to avoid purple prose. Purple prose was not a term that I was familiar with, but it basically means flowery language. Sometimes you can tell that something came from AI just because of the way it's phrased or worded. So if you ask AI to review its own writing and make some revisions, it will sound better. So another method that you can use is called meta prompting. You write prompts, you ask AI to write the prompts for you, and then you use these prompts that AI created to generate your content. Now, a tip here that you can see I highlighted, circled, and emphasized with the little I, information I, is use a different AI. So you have one AI for generating the prompts, use a second AI tool to provide your answer to the prompts. And it's always great with AI. It's very effective to provide examples. Whenever I draw a headshot and a speech bubble, these are key points that I think are really important. The fact that I put this in a speech bubble with the headshot to provide examples is a very important point that I want to remember. Another way to prompt AI is to say, ask me any questions that will help you understand the assignment fully. So with any of these prompts here, you could put in your prompt, put in the instructions that you want AI to process, and then always put in this sentence, ask me any questions if you don't understand what I'm asking you to do. So that is kind of a quick overview of the webinar that I took. I definitely encourage you to start taking visual notes. Go to trainingmagnetwork.com and check out the webinars that they have. If you found this content helpful, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. If you want more tips on taking notes like this, these visual notes, please check out my book, also linked in the description. Look at my notes. Thanks, and I will be back with another video like this soon.